Hello, glowing goddess. I wanted to share with you 5 big things that I've done this year that have really impacted my skin, most specifically my rosacea, because this is my journey to glow. This is what I am. You know what? 6 months ago, I would have said trying to heal, but I have to say that I'm healing right now. So I'm really excited about this. So I was talking to my Journey to Glow community on Instagram and I asked them, do you want me to share these 5 things? And they said, yes, and please shoot a video. So here I am. I usually don't get to record videos, even though I'm fully equipped to do that because the podcasts are really taking a lot of my time. So if you're not subscribed to the podcast yet, the Journey to Glow podcast, I want to invite you to subscribe. You can listen on iTunes, on Spotify. You can listen straight on the Glow blog. I'm going to link it below this video because we're having a lot of very interesting conversations on how to heal your skin naturally and holistically from the inside out. Whether you have, like me, rosacea or acne, perioral dermatitis, eczema, psoriasis, we cover a lot. And I'm interviewing skin experts from around the world that have really cool stuff to share to help you heal your skin. So back to today's video, the topic is 5 big things that I've done to clear my skin. Now, these are big things for me. They might not sound big for you, so please bear with me. The number one thing, I have to look at my list, the number one thing that I did, and it's number 2 on the list, and really it should be number 1 because as of January 1st, I completely gave up alcohol. And that was a big thing for me. Drinking wine was part of my everyday life. If you had asked me last summer if I had any plans on cutting the wine from my diet, I would have said,
are you kidding me? I'm an Epicurean. I love wine. I love pairing wine with food.
And I had all these things that I was making up about why wine is good for me. And after 2 years on my journey to glow, 2 years being committed to really understanding the root cause of my rosacea, I've had rosacea longer, probably 15 years. After 2 years on my journey to glow, drinking wine, I felt was hindering my progress. So here I was spending a lot of money on supplements and treatments and expensive products and not really moving the needle in terms of really healing my skin. And I knew that wine was going to be a big one. So I did it, and I have to say that I didn't do it alone. I did it with a group of people. We did a 30-day alcohol-free challenge with Annie Grace. Now, I'm going to have Annie on the podcast. I'm so excited about this because she teaches a non-judgmental way to explore getting to the bottom of any habit that you have, in this case, the habit of drinking or any emotional attachment you have to drinking. If you're interested, let me know in the comments and I can shoot another video about my experience of quitting the wine, my insights. There's a lot to say about this because a lot of you have commented under my post again on Instagram, and I want to hear from you in the comments. Have you tried to stop drinking? Have you stopped drinking successfully? Are you resisting it? Do you think that quitting whatever alcohol you're having, do you think that it could have an impact on your skin? I'd love to hear from you. But I could shoot a whole video on this to share with you my insights. And I have to tell you that I thought it would have been impossible. And I'm so proud of myself. That's why it's part of my big thing list. So now, as I'm shooting this, we are March 17th, I think. So it's almost 3 months, and I'm so happy that I gifted myself this gift. And I could go on, but I'm going to keep going with the list. Just comment below and tell me if you want to hear more about how I stopped drinking, what really helped me, and I can also link to Annie Grace's book. Number 2, that was such a big thing for me, I gotta tell you. I got all of the mercury fillings on my teeth removed. Now that's a big thing because A, it's expensive. I don't have insurance, I'm an entrepreneur, so I insure myself. And B, damn it, I was so scared of going to the dentist to do this. I was resisting doing this for so long, and I read the research. I'm gonna read you a few things that's super interesting. So they gave me this, the dentist, it's a holistic dentist, by the way, so they're very aware of the research of the skin mercury connection. So this is a long list of, if you have mercury fillings in your mouth, symptoms you can have that you want to watch out for. And the list is long. Allergies, anxiety, bad mood, bloating, fatigue, depression, skin issues. So they're looking for, once you remove the mercury fillings, how many people saw a difference in their skin, and it was 81%. So I knew that I had mercury in my liver and in my blood because I did a test. Testing is part of the list, by the way. And I started to put the pieces together, and I knew I had to get the fillings out of my mouth. Now, people don't talk about this, like the correlation between rosacea and mercury. Now, I'm gonna go get the book. So actually, Anthony Williams, in his book, The Liver Rescue, actually connects the dots between mercury and copper in your liver and skin problems. And I feel that I can go into this into a completely different video because we can go down the rabbit hole. It is super interesting. If you haven't read this book, I highly recommend it. You have a chapter on eczema and psoriasis, and is really good clues in there for you to look if you can't figure out how to heal. Same for acne, super interesting. So I had already an inkling that there was something, a link between the heavy metals. So removed all of the mercury fillings, replaced it with biocompatible composite, it's called, worked with a holistic dentist. So she has you, my goodness, yeah, you have a mask, oxygen mask on, and you take all the precautions so that none of the fillings fall into your body, in your mouth, and then of course you need to detox from that because it's highly toxic. And just quickly, this is what Anthony Williams talks about in his book. In your liver, if you have copper or any kind of heavy metal or mercury, the pathogens and the viruses are going to feed on this, and they're going to poop, very nice, dermatoxins, and that's going to come out on your skin rash, rosacea, acne, psoriasis. Look to the liver, and you're going to find that part of the issue is over there. So I did it. I removed all of these suckers from my mouth, and I'm so proud of myself. And that's why it's on the list of big things that I did. Number 3, diet changes. That's not going to be any surprise for you. Yeah, there are some things that need to be cleaned in our diet. For me particularly, like I said, I got rid of the wine, but I also really committed to cutting dairy. I was a big, huge cheese person all of my life. And I also got rid of, I'm going to say 90% the gluten. And I can't say for sure that the gluten is really impacting my skin, but I'm going to say that dairy, yes, because I've been writing in my food journal, and I noticed that when I have dairy that I have more breakouts. So that's number 3 on the list. Number 4 is so simple, but I simplified my skincare. I was overwashing, over exfoliating, over everything. I was overdoing it, and it was creating more problems to my skin. So I've simplified. In the morning, I don't wash my face anymore. I usually take a toner. This is rose and witch hazel. I'm showing you this because I really do like this particular herbivore toner, Floral water, but in here it is a blend of actually local flower water that I get from this cute little shop. And by the way, I'm going to link below this video a post that I wrote about Floral water. If you can, try to get Floral water that doesn't have any alcohol. It's hard to find. My local provider, makes it all pure, but I do have to use it fairly quickly. So in the morning, I'm just going to spray this on a cotton pad and just do a quick cleanse, and my skin is breaking out less and it's less dry. It's so simple again, but I think I was overdoing it. So I just want to check in with you, and feel free to comment. Do you feel like you're over cleansing or overdoing it with your skin? And sometimes the solution is in simplicity. Number 5, another big thing that I've done is I invested in essential oils. Now, I'm going to link below this video because I could talk about it forever, and I am going to create another video on essential oils. But I'm going to link the Essential Radiance Guide, which you can download for free. And I share with you my favorite essential oils for skin. So with rosacea, often where you have the rosacea, for me, it's on my cheeks. The skin is super dry and the pores are enlarged, which is really not nice, I gotta say. And you can also have breakouts. And that was definitely my problem 6 months ago. With the essential oils that I tested and researched, it really took care of the bumps, which look like breakouts, got rid of that. My skin got rehydrated, the pores shrunk, and the bumps and the breakouts went away. And I have to say that I attribute this to the essential oils and the combination of oils that I'm putting together. For the sake of going quickly today, I just wanted to share that Blue Tansy was definitely one of the oils that had the biggest impact on my skin. It smells divine. It's just a beautiful, beautiful, magical oil. Also frankincense, rosemary. So I share a lot more of the oils that I've been using in my serums in the Essential Radiance Guide, so feel free to download it and learn all about it. Now, I shared that there was 5 huge things that I did, and I've gone through them. So I removed my mercury fillings, I quit the alcohol, I had some diet changes, I simplified my skincare, and then essential oils. But I'm gonna add number 6, and that's testing. I was so frustrated trying to get clear answers on how to heal rosacea and what is the root cause of rosacea that I decided to really go the functional medicine route. And fortunately, there's some really good testing that is available. So quickly, I'm gonna definitely shoot another video to take you through the testing that I've done. And I want to invite you to listen to the podcast also, because we talk about it on the podcast. But over here, I have an unopened test. It's the Dutch test. It's a hormonal test, which I'm gonna do in about 2 weeks, because you have to do it on day 19 or 20 of your cycle. In a couple of days, I'm also doing a SIBO test. That's going to be interesting. I don't think I have SIBO. That's small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. But there has been new studies that are linking SIBO and rosacea, and I am just going down the list, eliminating things so that I can really get to the root cause of the rosacea. I've also been working with a naturopath. That's something huge that I want to invite you to consider, to add to your team of ally a naturopathic doctor that can really help you pinpoint the cause of your skin imbalance. For me specifically, we did the live blood test. So that's a quick prick on the finger, and then she just looks at your blood and she can see if you have parasites, which I did. Also did a heavy metal test, like I mentioned earlier. We did a heavy metal test for the water because we're living in the country and we have well water, which comes out clean according to the city standards. But when you look at it really closely, there was some heavy metals in there that really shouldn't be in our body. So I bought a water purifier that gets rid of all the heavy metals. So that's another big, huge change. So testing. I just found that testing is a great way to get really clear on the root cause. I hope this is helpful. I realize that I've thrown a whole bunch of information at you, but the reason why I'm sharing this is because through the podcast as well and these videos, I'm hoping that you're going to be able to start to pinpoint different things that you can look at to heal your skin, to find the root cause, and to not go on your journey to glow too blindly, right? Because I think that there's so many amazing tools that we have, especially with functional medicine and naturopathy and Ayurveda and nutrition. We have access to so many amazing resources. And by the way, the podcast is one of them, and it's free. So I'm doing this so that any other woman who is on her journey to glow, I want you to feel supported. I want you to feel like there's resources out there. Anyone that I'm inviting on the podcast or on future videos where I'm going to collaborate, you need to know that I have done my research and there are people that I like and know and trust. And I just want to share this with you so that you know that there are solutions for you out there.